Alright, I beat it.
Win.
Didn't really have any.
Oh my god, he looks so Italian.
What?
The one dude looks so Italian.
Oh, that's cool. Right,
Looks like your dad.
Oh. Okay. 396 attempts. Insane Demon is correct for this. I think, yeah, makes sense. Not too many victors, but this level's only around 2 weeks old, so, you know, fair enough. I think that this is a pretty cool level. I mean, I have seen some of... I'm just gonna say Maddie, that's their YouTube name. I have no idea how to pronounce their in-game username. But I'm just gonna refer to KEaliTgeo as Maddie for the rest of this monologue. But I've seen some of her other platformer levels. I've thought that pixel block levels, the Intervalum and Intersumize, are pretty good. The rest that I've seen, like Convolution, but they've been able to create some pretty decent atmospheres with pixel blocks, and I think they did a good job in this level of doing that with standard GD blocks. The only pixel elements are the half platforms, the passable blocks, and I think that it works pretty well. I think that just the regular GD textures do a perfectly sufficient job at creating the setting for the level. I think that it's an auto-scroller, but it plays more like a speed level, which is for the better. I think that auto-scrollers can be a little annoying with all the waiting you have to do, and that kind of did seep into the beginning parts, which have tighter timings than once the pace of the level picks up, but also there is waiting, which is like, There's also a few spider clicks where you have to wait, because if you don't wait, then the ceiling will be out of bounds, and you'll get killed by the ceiling. So, not the biggest fan of that, but it's only affects like a few parts, and it's just not that bad in the grand scheme of things. I think there was definitely some inspiration taken from What's the Point in terms of the gameplay and kind of the overall structuring, but unlike What's the Point, which has a pretty notable issue of the sides just extending way too far out and that space is not utilized well, that's not really an issue here. The camera is just about the right size. I don't think it has any issues there. I like the rotating gears in the background and how they spin very slightly to the BPM of the song. I think that works very well in a level especially themed around like being within a clock tower, I would presume. Although I wish there were a little more clock-based elements as well. There's not really any other motion outside of those rotating gears, and even the clock at the bottom, it doesn't actually move. The hands are static, and I feel like maybe a little bit more could have been done there as far as moving elements within the background. But as far as what is there design-wise, I think it's pretty solid. I definitely think this clears the bar for a rate-worthy level. I would probably send it for a star rate. I wish there were some more dynamic elements. If there were, this probably would be a feature-worthy level in my eyes, but it was still quite enjoyable for the most part, and I would recommend this one if you enjoy speed platformers. And I hope to see this get rated soon. Yeah, GG's.